Now, WFXR Sports with David de Guzman.
UVA's first trip to the Final Four in 35 years will last just a little bit longer. Virginia defeating Auburn 63-62. Ty Jerome led the way with 21 points. Mamadi Diakite had a career-high 5 blocked shots, but Kyle Guy was the one who sank 3 free throws with 0.6 seconds left on the clock to give the Cavaliers the win. We're going to get to Jermaine Ferrell in Minneapolis in just a moment, but first, here's what Kyle had to say about sealing a trip to the national title game from the charity stripe.
Yeah, these are moments that, every basketball player has dreamed of, hitting a game-winning shot or free throws or whatever. I kind of had that feeling in your stomach, like a good nervousness, like, all right, this is my chance. And, to be able to go to the national championship off of that for these guys and Coach Bennett, I mean, I really don't have the words.
I do feel for Auburn, but I feel better for us right now, and I'm just thankful that these guys stepped up and played the way they needed to, and we got through, survive and advance. I guess that's taken on a new meaning.
Yeah, that's for sure. Tony Bennett, that's his 12th NCAA tournament win with Virginia. These last 2 wins, though, had Wahoo Nation holding their breath. First, that overtime thriller against Purdue in the Elite Eight, and then tonight's finish in Minneapolis. Let's go back now to the Twin Cities. Jermaine Ferrell standing by live outside US Bank Stadium with more reaction from the locker room. And Jermaine, I think that UVA win is still sinking in. And hey, think about this. Kyle made those free throws in front of over 72,000 people, and you were one of them, man.
Well, good evening, David. You're right. 70,000 of my closest friends here at US Bank Stadium enjoying the game. Wow, what a game for UVA. This game had more twists and turns than your favorite daytime soap opera. Pick any one of them. That's how we roll around these parts. But like you mentioned earlier, David, this was such an interesting game. UVA 10-point lead in the second half, and I thought lights was out. This game is in the bag for UVA. But in Auburn, we know that hot shooting they rock and roll with that three-point shooting. They ended up cutting that lead and taking the lead over UVA. And then with seconds to go, again, you mentioned Kyle Guy, ice water in his veins after being fouled on a three-point attempt with 0.6 seconds to go. And then he just calmly sank the free throws, giving UVA that 63-62 win. As we hear from the locker room, we'll hear from Ty Jerome. He led the way with 21 points, and Kyle Guy. They both talk about this big moment for UVA.
That fourth foul I picked up might have been the dumbest play I had all season. I let my emotion get the best of me. Thank you. And picked up my fourth foul, and I had to watch them make their run from the bench, and that was super frustrating. And then I came back in. I missed 2 threes, so I didn't come up. I didn't come up clutch tonight at all. And watching them at the free throw line, I was just getting more nervous. But when they missed that last free throw, I knew we had hope, and we ran inside of that balance that we work on all the time. And Kyle did an amazing job of coming in clutch.
I told myself, like, it doesn't end like this, And when I was, crying last year when we lost, I told myself never again. And, the resiliency this team has shown is, bar none. And I couldn't be happier for them more than anything.
So there you have it. Virginia, 1 win away from their first ever national championship in men's basketball. Now they will take on the winner between Texas Tech and Michigan State. And last check, Texas Tech had the lead. So it could be Virginia and Texas Tech in that championship game. Will be Saturday, 9 o'clock from right here in Minneapolis, Minnesota, the home of Prince and the Mary Tyler Moore Show. Reporting from US Bank Stadium here in a chilly Minneapolis, Minnesota, Jermaine Ferrell, WFXR Sports.
All right, Jermaine, thank you very much. I'm sure we're going to be seeing some web extras from you on VirginiaFirst.com in the next few hours.